Hello guys, today's video is about P-Square, one of the biggest musical duo in Africa. Recently, we received a shocking news on the internet that P-Square, who reconciled 3 years ago, have split up again. Right now, Peter, known as Mr. P, and Paul, also known as Rudeboy, have decided to go their separate ways. But why have these brothers, managed by the elder brother, been unable to stay together as one? We'll explore the reason in this video, so stick around till the end. We will also see the efforts made by Labour Party candidates Mr. Peter Obi to reconcile these two brothers together again. All we'll be telling you guys in this video. If this is your first time on my channel, please click the subscribe button now and ring the notification bell for more updates on trending news like this. Okay guys, let's dive in. The major pillars of P-Square were Paul and Peter, with management by their elder brother Jude Okoye, who was supposed to keep the group together. Events from 2017 may have contributed to their recent breakup, guys. There's a saying that there is always a future in the past. So let's revisit what made them separate in 2017. Back then, a video surfaced online showing a heated argument between Paul and Peter, with Jude taking side with Paul instead of being the binding sovereign between the two of them. Now let's rewind to that moment.
If I call your house, what will happen? I bring my coffee. Repeat them again, Jude.
That's your coffin, come.
If I call
Nigga, you don't need to
repeat it.
See,
repeat it.
in front of your lawyer.
Peter, shame on you.
In front of your lawyer.
Peter, boss say shame on you.
No, stop it.
Boss say shame on you.
In front of your lawyer.
There is shame.
Down here now.
There is shame.
Beat me, guys.
Oh, we're going to be angry.
Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Fuck me. What to beat me? My child. What do I do? Beat me, my seat. You want beat me? You want beat me? Beat me, my seat. Even this is idiot. Nigga, I fucking brought you. I brought you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I brought you. Don't beat me. 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 Yes, I see you. Don't beat me.
The situation really got messy, as we can see that Paul and Jude are on one side and Peter is on one side. So it's a game of 2 against 1. Jude, that was supposed to be the binding ingredient now, has now sided with Paul. What the issue is, Paul will let us know. After that incident, it was announced in September 2017 that they had split. Now, in an interview with media personality Joe Akan, Paul Okoye, who is known as Rudeboy, explained what led to their separation in 2017. Now let's hear what he has to say. Nigerian singer Paul Okoye, popularly known as Rudeboy, has opened up on the cause of the rift between him and his brother Paul, aka Mr. P, which led to the disbandment of their group P-Square. After almost 5 years of separation, the twin brothers reconciled in November 2021 to the surprise of their fans. In an interview with media personality Joe Akan, published on Tuesday, Rudeboy revealed that the split was caused by family issues and was not music related. According to him, P-Square was the sacrifice that was paid for the family issue. He said, "I kept silence, I never said anything because I knew that the problem was, it was a family issue, and it turned out that P-Square had to pay for it. P-Square was just the sacrifice." Rudeboy added that due to his love for his family, he does not owe anybody an explanation. According to Paul, it was a family issue. Was it just that? Guys, I think something is fishing here. I think Paul is not telling us the whole truth. Well, we will delve deeper into this much later. But fortunately, they reunited in 2021 and they apologized to their fans publicly. In fact, hear them out.
We deny you guys good music because of our breakup for 5 years. We are sorry. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to accept that. Thank you.
their reunion was celebrated largely with their fans, including Don Jazzy, and they sang the collabo song. Much to the joy of their fans, after 3 years apart, P Square returned with renewed energy. They even released new songs together like Jaye, Ihe Neme, and even Find Somebody. They were planning on a new album, a world tour, when in August 2024, we received a shocking news that P Square had parted ways once again. In an interview with City FM, Paul Okoye, also known as Rudeboy, made some shocking revelations that we started wondering who is really the problem, whether it's Peter, probably known as Mr. P, Jude, or Rudeboy. Please, let's hear him.
Since we're on it, then let's just have that cover about the fate or future of P Square. What is it going to be? We thought after like the coming back together, it's going to be hits album and everything.
Yeah, well, that was the plan.
Yeah. So what happened? What's going to happen? Are we just going to see P Square at shows now?
As it is for me now, I'm just focused on Rudeboy for now. Trust me, it's not everything I will have to say. I've never spoken, but something has made me to start opening up, because especially the key element that keeps bringing this problem. See, there are always key element that's bringing this problems. In the eyes of the public, they tell you he's the elder brother, he's doing this, he's doing that. So we came back and he was not even the picture at all. No manager, no director, nothing. He was still on his own. Why is it happening?
So you can say that there are a lot of things that people don't know that you just assume.
A lot, and that's why I always tell people: mind the people you bring close, especially people that were never there when you were somewhere. Then all of a sudden they came. All of a sudden they now start telling you some things. Why you allowing him do all the song? Why are you making them looking at you as a dancer? Call him the singer. It's like anything to your head,
And it starts to grow.
and you start growing. Then you start acting somehow, So
But can we say, just like she asked, are P Square good right now?
no.
They're not.
Well, I said before, I will tell you I don't say anything about it, but something happened that I didn't begin to see that I need to start speaking up, because it got to a level where I can, like what I never expected happened to me,
Like you don't want to go into details.
Not like I don't want to go into details. Like I said,
think the fans are just hungry and they just like,
See, that hunger, when they face the Nigerian hunger, they when they leave the music side. If you want, sometimes when I say things, they'll be like, why am I saying it as if I'm bragging? It's still the same thing you will hear. It's still the same voice you will hear. Nothing changes. I'm not saying it because I want to. Everybody, these are 3 brothers. I would say 4 brothers. One does the costume. 4 brothers. Everybody has their part they are playing.
So was it a money thing?
It's not money.
Okay, so what is it?
It's not money.
Nah, I just
So
It wasn't money.
It seems like from what you said, right? There is an issue with P Square, and it's not something happened.
Let
And
me give you an example. It's more like, this is Coke. Okay, let's just assume this is a bottle of Coke. Alright? You can continue changing whatever you're changing around it. But you see, there's a product inside.
So that's
So
branding.
let's say if there's cocoa and water and sugar or whatever side that made this thing taste like this and people love it and people stick on it, you can't wake up one and say I want to start putting salt inside.
okay,
That's the situation that was happening. And then all of a sudden it became something of, you be the one doing all the music, now you have to move, let me be the one taking care of doing the music. And it became something like, you see, I was being accused of keep saying that he's the dancer and the singer. I was accused of such. But I know whenever I go to the airport, people say, are you the singer or the dancer? I didn't know it was touching him. But I know there's a time we'll come together and say, don't allow this thing to get into you. You should be proud of what you're doing.
We actually love the dynamic, to be honest. We love
because
it.
that's the part you're playing. So now, all of a sudden, I can guarantee you that maybe because you guys are media, we have a song that we do with T.I. You know the song?
bring it on. Oh, yeah, with T.I. What's it called? I keep forgetting the name of that song.
Ejajo.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
That was when the issue started. Paul, you need to let me start. and the song came out featuring T.I. Till today, I believe it's like 15 years. It's still on 3 million views. Why? Because the content of that song, they did not hear that voice. They did not hear that kind of thing they want to hear. They have something to say. It's not peaceful. As much as I see peaceful in the video, nothing. You see, like I said, it's bad friends that can bad people start telling you that, and you start want to prove. Okay, now the new P Square came back, and because I don't want the issue that used to happen before, I said, you know one thing, show yourself. Okay, bring yourself in. Let's do it together. This time, tell me what is it that you didn't like before. Okay, now you started singing. Okay, good. And just because I don't want us to lose that P Square touch. And I made it clear, if we're going to do anything like 10 songs, let 5 be coming from you, let 5 be coming from me. When I mean 5 coming, I don't need to be stressed about I'm doing a song, I'm writing a song. I don't want to be distracted by you changing the how it goes. So let it remain. Because you can drop 5, you can drop 10 track album, 3 can be the hit and it's a successful album.
Yeah, true.
So I needed to protect it, but it wasn't working.
So do you feel like the being people?
But that's why
like,
now whenever I do the Rudeboy, everybody keeps saying, "But this thing they are hearing now," because I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
If I can't, the new P Square was more like, okay, there was peace, there was everything, but I needed the mistake of all that stuff not to happen. And all of a sudden, the same thing again, saying he's no more doing. Okay, fine, you're not doing. Okay, fine. Okay, that means what's going to happen now? So the one I even had was, he told me in his face that in fact he wants to quit.
So Paul made it clear, guys, that the reason for their recent dispute is that Peter allowed bad friends to influence the way he thinks, and that he allows what people say to influence him, like him being called a dancer and Paul the singer. So to avoid problems, he said he suggested that both of them write 5 songs each, that is, if they are working on a 10-song album, so that the P Square touch that people like vibing into will still be there. In fact, he said that is what he wants to protect, but still yet, it is not working. Paul made another shocking revelation in this interview. He said his brother, Peter Okoye, took him to EFCC. Let's get to hear him out.
Yes. I was invited by the EFCC. A petition against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought it would come to this part. I thought it was just music, and then the next thing, people are telling me, what did you do? Somebody say you're going to go to jail 20 years, they're going to lock you up. What did I do? Okay, I got there. Okay, what is it? They told me everything. They've already printed on my account statement, everything, put it on the table. I explained this. First of all, what I thought in my mind, what if I was a bad person? I'm even doing one dubious like a Yahoo boy. I saw this guy don't just finish me. But I took it. Then he started investigation. I was there. That was the kind of question I started asking myself. I wasn't comfortable with them. I said, what is this? Then, when I knew it was a bit kind of serious, I was when I said, you have to get the shorty, you have to get the lawyer, you have to get this. I said, what?
Whoa.
Okay, I did everything.
Whoa.
Then what had happened? 1 month ago, they called him, they called other brother. Say, first of all, we have to say that after all investigation, Paul is innocent first, and Paul is cleared. Everything you accuse him of, we've done an investigation now. And what was this thing? It's a lifestyle. I've worked so hard. I'm a very good business person. I save. So there's a difference between when you want to pay somebody and say, okay, he wants to buy this thing. How much 200k? Take blank check. But what about I know they buy? Put that from this my account. All of a sudden, he went back to claim something that took us to almost 2006, 7. Then only for me to be excited telling me, explain how you have 200. They gave you 200,000, did not give you, and then they start placing it to where you bought the vehicle. And I already told him this is the reason. So now, after they told you every time the truth came out that I was innocent, what would you do if you do? What the next thing you do? I'm sorry. Simple. I didn't know.
Simple. So there was no I'm sorry from your brother?
Never. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it, but because the fact that this thing is on the EFCC and is already out in the public. Otherwise, don't forget, I'm still working with brands. If I don't clear it out, it will affect me.
You lose
Yeah.
them, yeah.
So the same way you took it out there, why don't you go back and tell them? Because I waited for 1 month. Why did you go back and tell them, okay, this thing finally is not, you didn't know. Instead, but people still looking. So I'm beginning to speak up. I'm not speaking up because I want to bring anybody down, but I'm speaking up because the accusation was even more like he sold P Square catalog. That is his share. The same catalog that I ain't saying it, but the same catalog that I produced, I wrote, 99% me. 99%, yeah, sometimes the fans don't like me saying it. Like I said, I'm saying it now. 99% of the song is me. But I'm still accused of diverting Square funds and blah blah blah. Now I've been clear. What next?
A simple I'm sorry. It suffices.
Bro, leaves I'm sorry first.
Okay guys, you've heard it from Paul, also known as Rudeboy. I think a major key player in their dispute is lack of trust, and that is one of the reasons why he was taken to the EFCC for investigation. And he also claimed to have written 99% of the songs in P Square catalog. Wow, that's huge if that's true. So going by what he has said, he is indirectly saying that he is the square in the P. This was Peter's reaction with regards to their recent breakup.
All right, I found it very, very disrespectful. The fans want P Square, but how many times do you want P Square to come back and break up?
Right.
You understand? We've broken up 3 times. All right, the same issue is still there. So if P Square is going to come back, we need to settle that issue. Sorry, we need to settle that problem. That problem is mad. It's not a good thing. So I just feel P Square might come back, they might not come back. For me at the moment, I pull out the plug because I felt the disrespect coming from my family is getting to me. And there's something we call marginalization. Don't ever be a slave because you want to be a family. The family are treating you bad, you just want to remain there. You know, you see, most people in life, all they just want to know, oh, this guy, they don't want to know if your brother is stabbing you at the back to, you know, they just feel it's your brother. Now they're always going to say, I always hear this statement,
So guys, you've heard the reason why Mr. P left, or Peter left. He said he left because he felt disrespect and marginalized. And so according to him, he wouldn't want to be a slave in his family because he simply wants to be together with them. So it's like 2 against 1. Like I said before, it's like Jude and Paul on one side, while Peter is on the other side. But how did Peter react to his brother's interview with City FM about him being the writer of 99% of the songs and him being taken to EFCC and other stuff? Well, you'll be amazed or shocked as to what Peter said. In fact, he claimed that most of the things said in the interview are not true. And for that reason, he wrote a 3-page letter to his brother on this matter, which he entitled Open Letter to My Dear Brother, Paul Okoye, aka Rudeboy. Now let's get to hear some of the content in that letter. My dear brother Paul, just like I have told you several times, I am not in any competition with you or anybody else. However, seeing you grant countless interviews where you constantly discredit my efforts in the group that we both created and built together really speaks volumes. In your recent interviews, you claim that you wrote and sang 99% of all P Square songs and discredited me by saying that our song with T.I. Ijajo, which I wrote, was a failure. You went as far as using the YouTube views to discredit me once again. You never acknowledged the other songs like Get Squared, Busybody, Personally, Roll It, Temptation, Alingo, More Than a Friend, Shekini, Say Your Name, Give Me That, Señorita, Igbedu, and a few others. Were these songs also considered failures? Well, every time I have spoken in interviews about P Square, I have always used we and us because I saw us as a team. Whenever you speak, it's always I and me. Even when I'm standing right beside you, it's as if I never existed. One thing you need to understand clearly is that the fans didn't fall in love with P Square because of who sang or danced the most. What made us special was the magic that came from our combined efforts. Us too. P Square was a force, and the fans fell in love with P Square because of our uniqueness and unity. We both have talents, no doubt, and I have often praised you in our interviews for your songwriting abilities. I have also praised anyone who have ever written a song for us or even for me as Mr. P. But instead of showing gratitude for my kind words, you seem to find satisfaction in rubbing it in my face, forgetting that it is by God's grace that we have come this far. With his choice of word, Peter is really sounding so innocent in this whole thing. Now look at what his father said. Rather than joining forces with me to reclaim our #1 spot in the music industry, you choose to team up with Jude to claim the #1 spot in the P Square group, always looking for opportunities to marginalize and humiliate me. You are always claiming to be P Square songwriter, composer, producer, singer, backup vocalist. In fact, you are everything including P Square's video and director, brand, promoter, manager, even the choreographer. You are the author and finisher of P Square. In fact, I dash you 100% of everything instead of the 99% you claim. I blame myself for not responding to your tweet claims in April 2015 that you wrote and sang all the P Square songs. I didn't respond to these false claims for the sake of peace, as advised by family and friends, and now I am paying dearly for it. So, my dear brother, let me ask you, is Rudeboy or Mr. P bigger and more successful than P Square today? Are we individually selling out arenas and stadiums like P Square used to? Are we topping world music charts with our songs as solo artists? Do we command crowds and entertain massive audience like P Square? I often find myself wondering, what do you truly gain by constantly disrespecting and belittling me all the time? You have disrespected my wife, disrespected my family, disrespected my talent, disrespected my ideas, and even sided with Jude when he was clearly trying to oppress me. Now, it feels like you have taken it even further by trying so hard to turn the fans against me by making them believe I am jealous of you. You have been doing everything for the fans to hate me, but guess what? They will never hate me. Instead, they will hate us both because we have disappointed and failed them. I hope you are happy now. I genuinely wish you nothing but the best, bro. As for those who believe these lies and false narrative and come to my page to drop negative comments, I understand because you have been fed with the wrong narrative for a long time. Please allow me to focus and do my music in peace. As for the EFCC matter, I will address it before the end of today. Stay tuned. Peace from Peter Okoye. So guys, you can see where the problem is coming from. On one side, on Paul's side, he feels there are certain ingredients that must be on the song. On the other side of Peter, he feels his ideas have been disrespected or have been maligned on one side. So they've not really find that balance that will make them be together. And Nigerians were actually saying a lot when this whole thing hit the internet, including the EFCC thing. Let's see what some Nigerians are talking about. Ben Adam says the message was laced with maturity, disappointment, discipline, love and pain. This rude boy too talk. Iberi one said he has always been the matured one, that is Peter. Lulu Smooth said, now Mr. P first come out from the womb. For the first time I took to read everything if maturity was a person. Monique Brass said, this family sha, that rude boy looks so problematic. Why the need to always compete with your brother? So you can see guys, there is no way you can rule out Jude Okoye from this problem. If one party is feel cheated, disrespected, not given the right attribute I desired, and the other person is claiming credit to have done majority of the songs, definitely there will be a problem. And that is the problem that P Square are currently experiencing. It is way more bigger than we think. In fact, because of this recent outburst, a presidential candidate from the Labour Party in the person of Mr. Peter Obi visited both of them, visited Paul together with Jude because they are most likely being together. Visited them on this issue and equally visited Peter on his own in an attempt to be able to solve this problem. We do not know what the outcome will be in the coming days, but we just hope that they're able to find balance because together as a group they are much stronger and a force to reckon with. That'll be all for now guys. In our next video we will let you know why Peter, known as Mr. P, took his brother Jude to EFCC for investigation and not Paul as he alleged, and we'll see reasons why he took that move. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates. Always remember to like our videos and share our videos, guys. Thanks.